Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Explosive offenses on virtually every campus in the Pac-12. Time to establish a little pecking order with this early season matchup in the Pac-12. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
Stadium overlooking the University of Arizona campus, the Tucson skyline, and the nearby Santa Catalina Mountains.
It's time for the coin toss now, presented by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
Arizona is lined up to kick the ball off first, and we are ready to go. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it. He's taken down at the 24-yard line.
Well, you can really mess with an offense's game plan if you can take away their ability to run.
From their own 24-yard line, it's second down. He's tackled around the 38-yard line.
Did you see how much space there was for that tailback up front? He better be thanking his offensive lineman for that.
Brought down at the 46-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none of this.
That makes it second and 2.
It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. They come out in a goal line set. Feeds it to the back. 3 yards the result of that carry, and that's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, not much there for the ball carrier on this misdirection play, but he was able to fight forward just enough to get his team a new set of downs.
He's under some heat. He's wrapped up for the sack. From their own 46-yard line, second down. Taken down in the backfield.
The D-line did a good job of nullifying out the blocks up front, and that allowed the linebacker to roam free and make the tackle in the backfield.
He flings it. Tackle made at about the 29-yard line.
You know, they did a great job here of not just getting past the first down marker, but picking up some major yards on the play.
From the 29-yard line, first down. They're packed in tight on the line. Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss.
You know, as a running back, you've got to get upfield north and south. At that time, he just seemed to wait and kind of delay his reaction and just got to be able to make a read, get upfield as quickly as possible. In college football, especially up in the NFL, the more you're dancing around waiting for a big play, the more time you're giving an athletic defense a chance to come and make a play in the backfield against you. And that's what happened.
And he's tackled at the 24.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
10th play of the drive.
Man left, man left. Two down.
And he's going to come up with a sack.
Brad, not only did they give up a sack here, but their quarterback just got hit and hit hard. If I'm an offensive coordinator, or especially an offensive line coach, I'm getting a hold of my offensive line, making sure these guys are on the same page, and they've got to take more pride in taking care of their quarterback than that play right there.
Fourth down. They'll call on the field goal unit here for this long field goal attempts. Stanford could take the lead with this field goal. He gets it up, and it's long enough, and he got it. Here's an update from the studio and Reese Davis.
The Tigers came into today's game ranked #1 in the country. Boy, their critics going to have a field day after this performance. And for Louisville, they've won 2 straight. Fitzpatrick's sticky hands made an appearance as he caught a touchdown pass. Louisville is victorious 24-17. In other games, the Hokies were ranked 24th. Now the loss is likely to knock them out of the poll. And for Penn State, they've won 2 straight. Penn State takes the 7-point win.
Well, that's an absolutely shocking upset. You can count on that one to turn the polls upside down when they're released. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. And he's shoved out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. The Wildcats right now, Kirk, I think they've just got to play within themselves. Sometimes you get at home and you get just a little bit too fired up at the beginning of a game.
I agree with you. I think sometimes there's a tendency for certain teams to press a little bit because they're trying so hard to keep this home crowd in the game, and they've been waiting all week, and they're so excited. Sometimes you force a play. Let's let the play naturally come to you and react to it. So we'll see if this team playing at home jumps the gun a little bit, or if they just let the game come to them.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
He passes it. It falls incomplete. He's short that time.
No question. He had him open, but just couldn't manage to get the ball up enough to allow his wide receiver to get his hands on it.
3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home,
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Wilson, the return man. Calls for the fair catch. Well, the defense held them to 3 on their last possession. Pitching a shutout on this drive would be even better. Stanford has a 3-point lead. Throws complete. He's hammered.
Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Tackled after a decent pickup. So the option play works as designed, and the offense picks up a 1st down.
Good read by the quarterback. He made a quick pitch off to the running back, and they came away with a pretty good game.
Give to the tailback, and he's met in the backfield. 2-yard loss for the halfback.
That'll bring up 2nd and 12.
2nd down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 22. Gets it out quickly. And he's taken down at about the 31.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. Third down.
My 14, my 14.
He's out of bounds at the 34.
What a call. 3rd and short, and they complete a pass for a first down.
From their own 34-yard line, it's first down. They line up in the jumbo set. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
Boy, this senior safety provides such solid run support. He stopped him in his tracks that time.
Stanford is up a field goal. They go with the run. Tackle right around the 36-yard line. And this play is number 8 on the drive. Caught over the middle. And they make the stop around the 42-yard line. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a first down.
Burns is back awaiting the punt. They'll bring him down at the 17.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play.
Quick pass. And down he goes around the 26-yard line.
That's a gain. That brings up second and 9.
Hands it to the back. They'll bring him down at the 29. The running back gets the first.
Well, the defense closed in on him pretty quickly, but not before he picked up just enough yards for the first.
Falling back, complete. And he hits him hard at the 37.
That makes it second and 2.
Taken down in the backfield.
Called a loss of 5 yards on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Oh, we had a pitcher's duel in that low-scoring first quarter. The Cardinal lead 3-0.
And we welcome you back to the action here. Just about set to start the second quarter. They come out in a 5-wide set. Caught with room to work. He's knocked out of bounds at the 41.
That makes it 1st and 10.
So an empty backfield with 5 wide receivers.
And he's immediately tackled. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage. The defense was all over that draw play.
They got very good containment on the halfback. He had nowhere to go with the football.
Here's the 8th play of the series. Makes his way to about the 32.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. That'll make it 3rd and
1. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 3 yards. That'll move the chains for another Arizona. First down.
Nice run there.
That's a gain of 4. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Choose the mic. You don't know no better.
Wiley gets it on the inside.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. First down.
He's on the run. Nice run, and he's brought down.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. He makes it out to maybe the 10-yard line.
No gain on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. Laterals back. Touchdown Wildcats. Very impressive run by the halfback to find the end zone.
Good play call here by the offensive coordinator. He realizes when you get down into the red zone and you have a halfback like this, just give him the ball and let him find his way into the end zone.
He makes the PAT. A long 15 plays, 85-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result. The Wildcats running back taken out earlier, sidelined with that injury. However, it looks like he's going to be able to come back in this game. He'll return it from the 1. He got hit hard. Momentum swings have been fairly even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays. And he's tackled after positive yardage. Jones picks up 5 with the carry.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
From their own 25-yard line, it's 2nd down. Got it. Complete. He's out of bounds.
Call it a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Roger. Mike 14. Mike 14.
And he's tackled right away.
Wolf makes the tackle, the 41-yard line. That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
The short yardage defense here. He makes it out to maybe the 43-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. First down.
14's the Mike. 14's the Mike.
He fights forward to about the 43.
No gain. That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. They'll get him for a loss. Picked up a yard of anything on that run.
And you've got the experience that this safety has. You can read plays very quickly and be in just the right position to make a stop near the line of scrimmage.
Catches it, and that's all. It'll be short of the first after the completion.
Well, good effort by the defense to make sure they got him before he got to the marker.
Sanborn is waiting for the snap. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. There hasn't been too much daylight between these two teams. In games like this, some players try to press too much, and that can cause mistakes. Arizona is up 4. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
That is a loss of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 14.
So it'll be 2nd and 14 after the setback.
Watch two. Watch two.
Nice catch, first down, and he's knocked out. Brought down right around the 42-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
The defender had it and then dropped it.
Smart, heady play by that defender. That was solid, fundamental pass defense.
So it's 3rd down, and they're just inches away from picking up the first down. He's tackled at the 44.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He makes it to the 45-yard line.
That's a
Arizona's going to use their first time out of the half here. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. About 2 minutes before halftime. And he's level at the 45-yard line.
Takes him down for a loss behind the line. No gain on the play. 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Arizona is up by 4. Zips it to the back. He's taken down around the 45-yard line.
That's good enough for another Arizona. First down.
There's a strike complete.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Fires it out. And he's tackled at the 32. Quick throw, and he's got his man again. Knocked out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
I think it was a great play call, and it was very well executed. Any coach would be happy with that kind of outcome on a 1st or 2nd down play.
This is the 12th play of this drive. Dumps it complete over the middle. Tackle made at the 16. So they'll pick up a first down there on a 7-yard completion.
And how about the poise of this quarterback to locate his receiver, pass the sticks, and get him the ball? That was a great throw.
From the 16-yard line. First down. Brought down after a nice run up the middle. just gets rid of it.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
This is the 15th play of this drive. Arizona holds a 4-point lead. And they hit him in the backfield.
The offensive line needs to do a better job of not only handling the defensive linemen, but getting up to the linebackers. That way the ball carriers will have a little bit more room to get to that second level.
Looks like someone got a head start on the line.
False start. Offense.
Maybe he got the cadence wrong coming out of the huddle. The coaches have a low threshold for mistakes like that.
They'll call on the field goal unit here. It's up, and it's through the uprights. Looks like they're ready for the kick. From his own goal line, he's to the 20.
You know, we're getting so used to pinball football with a lot of points. Kind of fun to see defenses play this well.
Kind of refreshing, isn't it? I mean, every single week we call games and you're seeing scores in the 30s and 40s. This is one of those low-scoring games. Which offense will get that big break eventually could be the team that wins it.
In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain. Jones comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
We've still got a half of football remaining. The Wildcats with a touchdown lead.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollock here, completely locked in on that first half. Both of these defenses are opportunistic. They're very good at forcing turnovers. But both quarterbacks, David, have done a very good job while trying to maintain an aggressive mindset. They haven't forced the ball. The runners have done a good job keeping it put away.
Yeah, and as much as you preach that all throughout the week, it's still hard to do. It's hard to execute, and being able to see what you see on the defensive side of the football and adjust to it offensively. How about protecting the quarterback so he's not getting hit from the blind side, fumbling the football, ball carriers running with the football, keeping it tight to their body, not giving it away. So, you know, between running backs, receivers, and quarterbacks, offensive linemen blocking, did a great job executing on the offensive side of the football, not to give away any turnovers.
That's it for us here in the studio. What are you going to do in the second half while the game's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to kick back and watch all these monitors.
We'll keep you up to date on everything going on around the country right now. Time for the second half with Brad and Kurt.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half action about to begin.
Number 5 needs to return.
It's fielded at the 2. At the 30. And he's taken down at the 37-yard line. That return should help the offense out a little.
So we're just about ready to return to action.
Arizona is up by a touchdown. Under pressure, and they got it.
Coaches don't like it when their quarterback gets hit like that. Don't be surprised to see the old coach get on his linemen to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Gain of 4 on the play. That brings up 3rd and 14.
Choose the mic.
Crosses He's out to the tailback on the screen. And they make the stop at the 33.
That was sort of a funny-looking play. They needed a lot more yards than they got, and yet they settled for a check down, and nothing was there.
They look like they've got the block on, and this offensive line's got to give him some time. Brought down at the 34-yard line. There's still plenty of time to keep running their offense as usual here. I don't think they need to feel any anxiety about trailing. And he's hit immediately. Fires out to his receiver.
He made a good read here to find his teammate. That's sound decision-making.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. On the throw, incomplete pass.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Tackle at the 50. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
From the 50, it's 1st down. And down he goes at the 48-yard line.
That's got to be very frustrating for that running. This offense is trying to get in sync and trying to get a rhythm established, and for such a negative play to happen, loss of yards, that can really have a negative impact on the offense and what they're trying to do.
He steps out at the 49-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
3rd down, and they need to get it inside the 40. Here's the halfback on the screen, and they got him for a loss. Burns is back deep to return. He takes it in at the 14, and they push him out at the 20-yard line. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. Arizona is up 7. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 24-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
Steps up and goes down.
With the quarterback sack. Loss of 3 yards on the play. 3rd down.
From their own 21-yard line. 3rd down. The Wildcats had one of their key guys go down earlier, but it looks like he might be able to return. And here's a quick throw. Oh, he had a shot at the pick.
Very stern effort there by the defense. They weren't giving up anything on that series.
That'll bring up 4th and 9.
They're stacking the line. It looks like they're coming after this punt. He really got a hold of that one. Wilson takes it at the 33. And he was able to pick up some nice yards on the return. This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. Nice run to the outside. Jones gains about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6. Ball on the 47-yard line. Quick strike to the receiver. He's pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
He'll get the call again. Nice gain as he works the right side.
That's a good play. That brings him 2nd and 5.
We've got a 2nd and 5. Ball on the 40-yard line. And he's taken down to the 38-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll bring him down at the 26-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. 1st down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. He fights forward to about the 23.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
He gets out to about the 14-yard line.
That's a gain of 9 on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 14. Touchdown, Cardinal. They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. It was an 8-play, 59-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown.
And Brad, right now, the offensive line just winning the battle in the trenches, opening up some big running.
Stanford is ready to kick it away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 25-yard line. Now's when you start to approach each drive thinking that if you take the lead, then the momentum you gain feels that much more powerful. He's brought down in the open field.
That'll bring up 2nd and
3. Slings it. Brought down at the 33-yard line.
No gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
So it's 3rd down, and they've got about 2 yards to go.
Mike 2.
Makes it to the 47.
Each time you run an option, a big play is possible. This time they came up big on 3rd down.
And they get nice yardage on that run.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
No gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Halfback's got it on the quick throw. The defense scoops it.
That just shows you how determined this defense is. Great play by the linebacker to come up with the ball after the fumble.
So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
They're packed in tight on the line. Looking for the corner. Handoff to the right. Tackle outside after a nice pickup. Jones picks up about 4 yards on the play.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
So at the end of 3, this one's all even at 10. Into the 4th quarter now, and we're back to the action.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 14's the night. 14's the night.
Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
Makes the tackle. That's a gain of 6 on the play. First down.
From the 36-yard line. First down. Nice run, and he's brought down.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Two times.
They come out in a goal line set. He's tackled right around the 34.
That's a loss of 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 26. He lets it fly. Oh, what an interception. What a crucial interception, and that'll change the whole landscape of this game.
And now is the time to take advantage. This offense still has a job to do. They need to put points on the board to break this tie. But wow, do we have a great game or what?
First down. They've got their backs against the wall. They line up in the jumbo set. And he makes it out to about the 5-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, check back 45. Check back 45. Double tight. Check down. 81.
Tackle made around the 8-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
They bring the quarterback down.
Call it a loss of 3 yards on the way. 4th down.
Wilson is back awaiting the punt. He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. Wilson fields it at the 50, and he's tackled at the 36. Up to this point, I wouldn't want to be an offensive coordinator in this game, but you know what? There's still time left.
There's still time left, and it's still a competitive game. As bad as these offenses have looked, if you can string together a play or two, maybe try to get in the field goal range, who knows? Maybe a touchdown on the board, it could be the difference in the game.
Now here comes the offense, and you've got to wonder if that last interception's weighing on the quarterback's mind at all.
And I don't think this defense will lay down lightly. They're going to try to continue to rattle this guy.
Good outside run there.
Gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
Mike 14, Mike 14.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He's taken down right around the 24-yard line.
First down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
And he's tackled around the 13-yard line.
Gain of 11 yards. That makes it first and 10.
From the 13-yard line, it's first down.
Keep 15. Keep 15.
Gets it out quickly. Big play there, and now they're looking at first and goal.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. That makes it first and goal.
Three down. Mike 14, Mike 14.
Quick shot, the defender tips it away. From the 1-yard line, it's second down. Touchdown, Stanford! He makes the PAT. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 27-yard line.
Boy, this has been a fun game to watch, going back and forth and back and forth. It's almost like watching a tennis match here. Whoever has the ball last, my guess, will be the team that wins it.
You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way.
Watch two. Watch two. They can't hang with us.
Makes the catch, and look out. That's a great tackle at the 29-yard line. Nothing going on that play.
Well, here I think the quarterback needs to be a little bit more patient in the pocket. That way he can allow his receivers to get downfield a little bit before he throws it.
Straight run here, and he's got nowhere to go.
Call it a loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings us third and 10.
To get back in this game here in the fourth, this third and goal is vital.
Three down.
Choose the mic. Go. 7 out of 4. Go.
Can't ask for much more than a 3-and-out. Great job, defense.
The intended receiver on the play. That'll make it fourth and 10.
Wilson, the return man. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. I'm sure that touchdown on their last possession's given them some confidence, but let's see if that carries them back down the field.
As long as this quarterback has time to throw, and you can guarantee that he'll find the open man.
Maddox on the run, and he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 5 yards. That brings them second and 5.
From their own 46-yard line, second down. Stanford up 7 points. And they make the stop around the 44-yard line. Third down now, and they need to get it inside the 49. Looks like someone got a head start on the line.
False start, offense.
They'll line up for another third down play because of the penalty.
Well, here you're in a third down situation, and then someone makes a mental mistake. It makes your blood boil if you're a coach.
From their own 39-yard line, third down. Strike to his receiver, no good.
You know, when you feel pressure like that, the worst thing you want to do is just to throw the ball into coverage. He got away with one right there. He's very fortunate. Next time, he should just throw it away out of bounds.
Sanborn is the punter. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Burns takes it to 15, and down he goes at the 26. Nice yardage on the run back. Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Just over 2 minutes in the game. Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick.
Number 5, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it
It's second and 10. Ball on the 26.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
He's out of bounds around the 28-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That'll bring up third and 8.
Choose the mic. Got one. I got one. Go.
And he shoved out of bounds at the 39.
That's a gain of 11.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 39. They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. Knocked out of bounds at the 46.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up second and 3.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Line 2. Watch 2. Watch 2.
And down he goes around the 34-yard line. Tackle right around the 20.
First down.
Choose the mic.
There he goes. A huge play, and now they're in a great position to score.
That's good enough for another Arizona. First down.
A little over a minute in the game. Touchdown, Arizona. Will be tied with the extra point. And he adds the extra point. Arizona ready to kick this one off. It's fielded at the 2. And he's taken down at the 24-yard line. Late in the fourth quarter now, tie football game, and if we're headed to overtime, I hope it's going to be as good as what we've seen through 4 quarters. Throws it out right to the running back. He's tackled at the 27.
That makes it second and 8.
He heaves it deep.
Even though they didn't sack him, the pressure was still enough to force a bad pass. If you can get in there and disrupt the pocket, then the quarterback is going to have a tougher time getting the ball to his playmakers.
3rd and 8. Ball on their own 27. Under a minute left. Screen pass. He's got his halfback. Just a tremendous job by that defense, and their coordinator did a super job there to keep it this close in this ball game, and now the offense has got a chance to win it. Sanborn is waiting for the snap. And this one is a beauty. They'll bring him down at the 35. Here we are late in the 4th quarter, and this is what this game has come down to. Every possession's going to count, and this could be the one right here. Nice catch, first down. He's knocked out. From their own 48-yard line. First down. Just throws this one away. The defense got some pressure and forced a bad pass.
I think they've been a little bit more aggressive here with their pass rush, and that time it paid off with an incompletion.
They're really fortunate that wasn't intercepted.
Not a very smart decision by the quarterback. He had no shot at completing it.
3rd down now, and they need to get it inside the 42. A little toss across the middle. Just a tremendous play there late in the 4th quarter in a tie football game. And now it all comes down to the final seconds or overtime. Wilson back to return it. So this one goes into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. This is when things get a little prickly. You need your playmakers to really come through here. And a quick throw. Brought down at the 31-yard line. Stanford's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half. 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Sets up a screen. Tailback's got it. He's pushed out of bounds. Right around the 44-yard line.
First down.
Throws a strike over the middle.
Wilson makes the reception. Gain of 12 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Quick throw, and he's got his man again. We're going to overtime. So it looks like 4 quarters wasn't enough. We're heading to overtime. And we're back ready now for overtime. He's taken down right around the 24-yard line. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. He throws it.
Number 9 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 9.
Throws completely stopped immediately. The kicker will line up and try to get the first points in this overtime. He gets it up, and he got it. The kicker does his job, but now it's up to the defense. They're going to have to stand up and make a big stop.
This is very nerve-wracking for both teams because now anything can happen on this second series of overtime.
Throws it in a hurry. And he's taken down right around the 16-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down now, and they're just a few feet away from that first down marker. On the throw, incomplete pass.
Joining the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
He's hit immediately.
That's good enough for another Arizona first down.
Nice run, and he's brought down.
Gain of 6 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
So it's 2nd down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He's under some heat. Here's the throw, and I don't think he got anything on that.
Number 11 on the tackle at the 4-yard line. 3rd down.
Defense and their short yardage package. Tackle made around the 4-yard line.
Makes the tackle. No gain. 4th down.
So the kicker comes on and tries to send this to another overtime. Kicks away, and the field goal is good.
He looked totally calm there, didn't he? He knew what he had to do, and he just drilled it. Both offenses did well responding to the early pressure of overtime. Now we'll see who can play better defense.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. And he throws right away. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Hey, that's a heads-up play there by the defender. Get those hands up, and something good may just happen.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 25. And he's tackled at the 11-yard line. The stop at the 2.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. It's power against power right now on the field. Both teams have their jumbo sets out there. He's going to try and scramble. And he has it on the corner. Decides to take it himself, and he's got it. Touchdown. Converts the extra point. From the 25-yard line, 1st down. Passes left, gets it out to the halfback. They'll bring him down at about the 23-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Man left, man left. Go down,
receiver, and he dropped it.
This is incomplete. Number 9, the intended receiver on the play.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 15.
Keep 15. Keep 15.
Deep ball, laying it out there. Oh, he had the pick, and he dropped it. Throws, and that one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. And that should do it. Our final tally in this one. Arizona 27, Stanford 20.
27, Stanford.
That does it for this edition of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Brad Nessler saying so long.